Humanity sets the agenda.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. It is exactly 8:45. News and views on Salam Media, and we do apologize. Our award-winning journalist Faisal Patel of the Citizen newspaper was meant to be talking to us about the issue around the SANDF being deployed to guard and protect ESCOM sites around the country. Unfortunately, he had an emergency at work, so he had to leave immediately, unable to join us for the interview, but we'll see if we can get him on the show tomorrow. But standing by to talk to us now is someone by the name of Uncle Babu, and we understand that he is a very active community member, and he's going to talk to us about him and his crew having served lunch to senior residents. So we need to know who Uncle Babu is, which community does he represent, and how did this all come about. Assalamu alaikum, Uncle Babu. Welcome to the program. Nice talking with you this morning.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wonderful initiative serving lunch to senior residents. If memory serves me right, I think you've been doing this on an ongoing basis. Is that correct?
Ji, every Saturday.
Alhamdulillah. So, for the benefit of our listeners, tell us where exactly you're based and how did this initiative start, and who else is on board with you, because it sounds like a huge undertaking.
I am based in Robert Sham and I live in Southdale. I operate in Robert Sham, number 2, Harry Street.
Right.
That's my base. The community. I only work with the community of Robert Sham and the surrounding area.
So, Uncle Babu, how did this all come about? How long have you been doing this? And why did you decide that you need to do this feeding scheme for the senior residents in the area?
I've been doing this for the last 12 years.
Oh, alhamdulillah.
I have seen the old age homes, the underprivileged, the street kids all need help. So I see poverty in the area. From the time I shifted in about 25 years, for 12 years successfully, every Saturday we are doing this, and that's how I'm involved with the old age homes.
So approximately how many people do you feed every Saturday?
Okay, every Saturday we make 2 days of chicken acne, depends, maybe mutton biryani, acne, chicken, biryani, dal and rice, or whatever it is. We feed over like 400 to 500 people.
Where does this actually happen? Do the people gather at a community hall? Are you actually driving around and dropping off the food parcels to the destitute?
We cook the food at number 2 Harry Street, where we have a cooking base. We load it on our bakkie with my crew, Babu's crew. We go out, depends which area we're doing. Maybe we're doing Riven Homes, any burger, retirement village, or maybe Rivoli, maybe Fordsburg, or whichever area we're in, we go to them personally and feed them.
So how did you get your crew together? How did you put them together? And then let's also talk about feeding 400 people once a week must cost a lot. So who's helping you feed these people?
How do I work with the community? Whatever I need, I send it on my group. This week we are feeding this area. This is what I need. I give them the breakdown of the stuff that I need. Some of them contribute cash. Some of them contribute items to us. So whatever items we need, they send it to us. We gather it together. Then I cook it personally myself with my crew, and then we give it out.
Okay. And the decision, who makes the decision as to which area you're going to in a particular week? And do you then inform the people that you're coming? Because I'm thinking to feed 400 or 500 people and you just pitch up there, and if people don't know you're coming with food, they may make other plans or may not wait around for the food. How do you communicate to maybe people in Fordsburg or people in Rivoli that inshallah this Saturday at 1 o'clock we're bringing lunch for 400 people?
The way we work is a bit different. We go, the food is made in the morning at 1 o'clock or say 1:30. We put it into the bakkie. We go to area. We do not inform the people. Only the old age home, we inform them that we'll be coming. So if the whatever food is left from wherever we're feeding, we go to another area. And there's plenty of people that they need the food. They are hungry. The poverty is very high.
And Alhamdulillah, have you ever found over the years that you've been feeding people that you take the food to the people and then they waste it for some reason? They may not like a rice dish or a curry dish for that matter, and then they maybe throw it away or give it away. Have you come across those situations? Because I remember during the time of COVID, there was a feeding scheme running in KZN. And people posted pictures of all the wasted food where they handed out the food and people didn't want to eat that food and they threw the food away. Have you had situations like that at all?
Gee, we had in COVID, we had a lot of problem in COVID. The problem is the people of South Africa, they are in poverty, but they want meat. They do not want vegetables. We made soup. We made vegetable soup. We went to the squatter camps. People take the bread, but they throw away the soup on the railway line. No.
Oh, no.
You take your time. You get up early in the morning. Your crew is there with you. You go out, you feed them. They just take the food and throw it away. Can't have our eyes.
So despite the fact that people throw the food away, the food that they don't like, because as you indicated, they want meat, has that not disillusioned you? Has that not made you rethink the status quo and think, well, these people don't appreciate, we're coming out to help them, to give them a hot meal, even if it's just a vegetable soup, it's a nourishing meal, and they're throwing it away?
We felt bad about it. We sat, we thought about it. Then we said, like, let's make a meal that what we'll eat at home. Let's enjoy. So we started making the best of my meal is the chicken acne, which every week we make. And then we don't have a problem with it.
But it's sad to hear that when you do give out food to people, you know they're hungry, you know they're undernourished, you know they need the food, but they throw it away just because it doesn't appeal to them, despite the fact that they might be starving.
Some of the areas that we have been to and the people are really in need of, they take whatever they get. Alhamdulillah, our meals are hot when we give them, so they're enjoying it same day. As you say, as you give it to them, you can see them drinking it or eating the whatever meal it is, they're eating it. Some of them don't appreciate it, some of them appreciate it.
And you will continue nevertheless. Whether people appreciate it or not, you have made a niyat and you are going to continue, because I guess of the 400 people that you do feed, maybe 10% may not appreciate what you're doing, but the balance of the people look forward to you coming out and sharing food with them once a week, because it is so desperately needed.
Alhamdulillah, you're right. We had this experience. But I had areas that as we drive in, there's a area called Rivoli. As I drive in, they shout, Uncle Babu is here. There's a course. He saw. They call Afrikaans, they call English. Whatever the language they're speaking, they shout, they're still running behind the bakkie till the bakkie stops. They need the food. They appreciate what we do for them.
And despite that, what happens in a situation like that when people overcrowd you and you may have one family member or one person taking more than they actually need? And then, which means that other people are then miss out on the meal, because you get some people that would grab with two hands, and maybe one needs to understand they've been destitute, they haven't had food for a long time, so they will probably take more than they need, and that then means other people have been left out. Meals that were intended for them goes to certain people who take extra meals. Are you able to deal with that situation?
Yes, we had this problem, and we're still having this problem. This problem won't stop what you're talking about. The reason why is everybody needs the food. Everybody is hungry. Everybody is needy. The problem, what we do is we put them in punnets. We serve as much as we can. The people who need it will be there. The people come in second time, we tell them, you know what, hang on, let the people get who need it. But these people that come 2 times, 3 times for the meal. So we're trying to help them. There's no ways we cannot stop them, but we're trying our best.
Okay, so Uncle Babu, for people who want to become a part of this initiative of yours, how do they get in touch with you, and what is it that you need? And I'm sure you do have a lot of volunteers, but I guess there never is enough. The more the merrier. The more volunteers you have on board, the happier you are.
Alhamdulillah, you're right. We basically, if anybody wants to join us, you're welcome. You can come with your family, but we start at 6 o'clock in the morning. You can join us. You come with us. You check the food. We all go together. We give it out. Everybody's happy to see what we do.
I'm talking about food preparation, because if you're feeding 400 people, I guess there's vegetables to be chopped up, meat to be cleaned and possibly washed, fires to be made. So there is a lot of work involved, isn't there?
There's plenty of work involved. What I do normally is on a Friday, see, if I'm cooking for Saturday, because I do a normal meal on a Saturday. So Friday afternoon, I get my guys, my helpers, whoever the volunteers are, they come together. We clean it on Friday afternoon, and Saturday morning, inshallah, after Fajr, we on the job. We started.
Alhamdulillah. Uncle Babu, I think this is a brilliant initiative. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all of your efforts, including all the volunteers that are on board, including the people that make a very meaningful contribution to the feeding of people in and around the Robertsham area. Do you want to give out a number for people who may want to contact you?
Okay, my number is, they can contact Uncle Babu on 083 288 7586.
Okay, so that's 083-288-7586. What sort of help are you wanting? It seems as if the community does rally around you, but what more is it that you need, that people who can't come and, roll up their sleeves and get involved in the actual prep and cooking of the food, or maybe even go out with you in the van and deliver the food? What sort of additional help do you require?
The only requirements we need is ingredients for the stuff when we send it out on the social media or however we send WhatsApp, we send it out to them so we can get whatever we need. We can feed. The more we get, the more we feed.
Have you ever found a time that you put out a needs list because you want to prepare the food for the next day, and you receive only a quarter of what you were hoping to receive, or maybe only half of what you're able to receive? What do you do then? Do you still go ahead and cook the food and give out as much as you can, or do you put out another request?
Okay, plenty of times we have sent a request and we didn't receive much. We received, like as you say, quarter. What we really do is, alhamdulillah, with Allah's help, on a Friday, we sell food. Dalgos, maybe biryani, maybe kalia, whatever we sell, the proceeds from there goes towards our underprivileged feeding Saturday.
Oh, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. And where do you sell the food on a Friday? Also from number 2 Harry Street?
No. I sell it from number 8 Kevin Street, Southdale.
Okay. Uncle Babu, I think this is a brilliant initiative. Thank you for your number, 083-288-7586. And give us your webpage. Do you have any? You obviously are very active on social media.
I don't have a website, but I am on WhatsApp. You can contact me anytime on WhatsApp. Or email me at Abdulkader 786@gmail.com. ABDOOLKADER 786@gmail.com.
Shukran very much. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all of your efforts. Inshallah, may you grow from strength to strength, and may you truly carry on feeding as many people as you possibly can. Go well, and salamu alaikum to you.
Wa alaikum salam to you. Jazakallah to Salam Media. I would like to thank the community for helping me. I would like to thank my crew and all the volunteers. Jazakallah, shukran, Ameen.
That was Uncle Babu. He lives in Robertsham and he operates from number 2 Harry Street. He, together with his crew and volunteers, prepares up to 400 meals on a Saturday morning and goes out to impoverished areas and gives out the food to those people. I asked how he funds this feeding scheme of his, and he has indicated it is through the generosity of a very giving community that's here in the South. And also on a Friday, he cooks and sells food, and proceeds from that food as well finances the feeding scheme, the feeding of the poor people in these areas. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward him absolutely abundantly, and may he continue doing this amazing work. 1 minute after 9 o'clock, and of course, we're not having the 9 o'clock news this morning because the crew, our entire crew, are at Nasraq. They've been burning the midnight oil. If they're not at Nasraq as yet, they're probably trying to catch up with a bit of sleep. And inshallah, they will be making their way over to Nasraq during the course of the day, and they will bring us up to date with all the coverage from the 55th ANC elective conference. It is exactly 2 after 9 o'clock. Standing by to talk to us is party leader Sheikh Said Nqane, Sizwe Umma Nation. He has started a new party. We're going to find out what that is all about and his views on the elective conference.